Some more interesting and important questions from MS Chauhan's Organic Chemistry, Aldehydes and Ketones, level 1, and the question from 41 to 50. Come on, let us discuss the first question. Compound X, that is C4H8O. C4H8O, which reacts with 2,4-DNP derivative and gives negative form for haloform test. Okay, now let us discuss each and every option. So the compound C4H8O is the compound will be answerable for 2,4-DNP. So 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. So this will be answerable. Usually this compound, that is 2,4-DNP, it is actually to be answerable for keto group, right? Keto group means that is methyl keto group, it will be answerable. Methyl keto group, right? So first starting point, it has to be methyl keto group, means definitely it will be answerable. And it does not answer for haloform test. That's what they mentioned, negative for haloform test. So it is haloform test, haloform test. Haloform test, it does not answer. So usually aldehyde group do not answer for haloform test. Okay, aldehyde group group will not answer for what it is, haloform test. Okay, haloform test. Right, now that means here, which is the correct option, let us check. This is the key points for you to remember. So 2,4-DNP, it has to be methyl keto group. That means this will be answerable. Aldehyde group is present in that compound, that means in that situation, so that will not be answerable. Okay, now that means that compound will be answerable for 2,4-DNP and do not answerable for haloform test. In that way you have to proceed, right? Okay, now in this point here, methyl keto group, starting point only you are having methyl keto group. Yes, it will be answerable for 2,4-DNP. And a negative for haloform test. Here, this actually, it will be answerable. Keto group is there, means definitely it will be answerable for iodoform test. It is answering. So, this will not be the correct option. And CH3, CH3, CHO. Aldehyde group, it is there. So, in that actually, methyl group which is present. So, methyl group actually, which is connected with it, when you oxidize, you will get keto group. So, that means keto group will be answerable for 2,4-DNP, whereas aldehyde group do not answer for what it is. It will be give the negative form for that haloform test. Okay, now this is the correct option. Let us check other two also. This is secondary alcohol. This is actually cyclobutane along with OH. So that means CHOH here, CH2, 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 CHOH. This is a secondary alcoholic group. So when you oxidizes, definitely this will be answerable for what it is, 2,4-DNP. And the next one, yes, that next one here, that haloform test also it will be answerable. So keto group also will be answerable and haloform test also will be answerable. And the next one, CH3, CH2, CHOH. Yes, CHOH, it is a secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohol means when you oxidize, you will get ketone. That is methyl ketone you will get. So the methyl keto group, actually it will be answerable for what it is, 2,4-DNP as well as haloform test. Okay, so these three things will be answerable for haloform test as well as 2,4-DNP, which do not answer for actually haloform test means aldehyde group do not answer for haloform test. Okay, so aldehyde group only do not answerable for haloform test, but it will be answerable for what it is, 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, when it is combined with this group, that is 2-methyl propanol, AL, right? This is actually 2-methyl propanol, NaL. So this will be answerable for what it is, 2,4-DNP and a negative test for haloform test. I hope you got the clarity. Now, which is the correct option? Option B is the correct option. And one more point also you have understood, that is actually 2,4-DNP will be answerable for methyl keto group as well as for secondary alcohol. Wherever methyl keto group it is there, that means here starting point terminal group methyl keto group is there, means it will be answerable. And even for aldehyde also it will be answerable. Right? Hope you got the clarity. Come on, let us go to the next question. The next question, when a nucleophile encounters a ketone, a site of attack is carbon atom of the carbonyl, oxygen atom of the carbonyl, both carbon and oxygen atom with equal probability, no attack occurs as ketone do not react with nucleophiles. Yes. Okay, a very simple way I would like to mention this point here. Very easily you will understand it. Okay, carbonyl compound, that is keto group specially they mentioned, right? Okay, let me explain to you in detailed way. C double bond O. So here one, what it is, alkyl, here one alkyl, here keto group. This is a carbonyl compound. This is reacts with nucleophile. Okay, when it is attacking with nucleophile, this is actually negative charge. Okay, so usually carbonyl carbon, it is a del positive, and double bond O, it is del negative. So usually nucleophile, the negative charge, which is going to attack the positive charge of the carbonyl carbon, right? I hope you got the clarity. Okay, let me give that clear explanation for you. So when it is going to attack over here, so you will get what it is, C here. So when it is attacking here, transfer of electron takes place, because when it is attacking carbonyl carbon, here double bond, here transfer of electron takes place. So you will get what it is, O minus charge. Right. Okay. So O minus charge, and here what you will get it, nucleophile. You will get, right? Okay, now then what it is here, actually negative charge is there. So it attracts the positive charge where proton, that means acidic in nature, it will be attracted. Okay, so it will be attracted towards this minus charge, will be attracted towards the proton, acidic nature. So you will get what it is, alcoholic in nature, C, here OH, here nucleophile. So nucleophile will attack in this way only. So this is actually what it is, nucleophilic attack. Nucleophilic attack. Okay, suppose if it is acidic attack, now this is actually OH minus basic attack, right? Nucleophilic attack or OH minus attack, in that way also we can say. Now I am going to give you acidic attack. This is actually basic in nature. Okay, basic in nature. Clearly I would like to write for you also to you to understand. Okay, now the same carbonyl carbon C double bond O combined with H plus ion, right? So here what it is, H plus ion, that means proton, acidic in nature. So the double bond is there, no, that means here lone pair of electrons are available. So the lone pair of electrons which is attracted towards what it is, proton. So naturally you will get what it is, protonated alcohol. So you will get C double bond O, here H. Okay, so here what it is, the same carbonyl carbon will be there, but it is protonated. Protonated. Right, you got protonated. Why? Because proton it is added. Now this protonated will not be quiet, because protonated already it is ready to donate the proton. So it is ready to donate the proton. So it requires what it is, nucleophile, basic in nature. Now it requires basic in nature because it is a positive charge. Here it is a positive charge, you know. So it is going to attract it. So this point which is going to attract it towards that, what it is, this is carbonyl carbon, right? So it is attracted towards the nucleophile. So you will get what it is, the same thing, carbon which is nucleophile will be available. So this is a negative charge, double bond, it is actually OH which is going to attach. So this is an acidic medium, So usually whether it is acidic in nature or basic in nature, carbonyl carbon only, it is active to get the hit. Okay, so nucleophile, see in this acidic in nature, lone pair of electron it's attracted towards H plus ion, whereas basic in nature, that is nucleophilic attack, that is nucleophilic addition reaction, ANR means what it is, nucleophilic addition reaction. So this will be taken carbon atom of the carbonyl group. So this OH minus ion which will be attracted towards the carbonyl carbon. Okay, not oxygen atom on the of the carbon, like carbonyl carbon, right? Carbon atom of the carbonyl. So I just mentioned carbonyl carbon, right? I hope you got the clarity. Now which is the correct option? Option A is the correct option, not all this. That is what I just mentioned very clearly. Basic in nature, acidic in nature. So acidic in nature, what it is ready to get the protonated alcohol, whereas basic in nature, it is ready to get that nucleophilic attack, and then after that it will go for that acidic in nature to get the protonated alcohol. First and foremost, it is actually basically both are ready to get the protonated alcohol, but which one it is attacking first, that is the matter to get that idea. Right now, nucleophilic attack, that is basic in nature, nucleophile which is going to attack the carbonyl carbon. Hope you got the clarity. Come on, let us go to the next question. The next question here, correct order of the rate of reaction towards nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, now here actually nitro group which is there in the para position and CHO, okay, benzaldehyde, and OMe group and CH3C double bond O ethyl group, and here what it is, benzophenone, right? Now, let us check according to the order. Before checking, let me give you two simple points for you to remember. So, reactivity, when we are talking about order of the rate of reaction, so we have to check about reactivity. So, we are talking about the reactivity here. Reactivity is directly proportional to that positive charge on the carbonyl carbon, that is slight del positive, no, positive charge on the carbonyl carbon. Okay, so carbonyl carbon, right? And the second one, reactivity is indirectly proportional to that steric hindrance. Steric hindrance means like a group of bulky group which is attached, means reactivity will be slower, right? Now, wherever carbonyl group it is there, reactivity point also will be increasing. Okay, now here what it is, according to that, I just elaborate for you to understand. See, now in this point here, what it is, here in this point, here actually CHO, NO2 it is there. So here NO2, here nitro group, it is electronegative group, it is there, acidic in nature, right? So definitely, and CHO group also it is there, and here you cannot find what it is, steric hindrance. And one more thing, what it is, carbonyl carbon is available, so naturally this will be number 1 for the reactivity series. Right, now second one, what it is, CHO, here carbonyl carbon is present. Okay, now here because of electronegativity it is actually minus I group, so this is more acidic in nature, reaction will be increasing, so that it is number 1. And number 2, it is benzaldehyde, there is no steric hindrance and carbonyl carbon is present, so this is number 2. Right, now here next one, what it is, here also aldehyde group it is there, here OMe it is there. So the reactivity series when we are talking about, this is actually 3, right? Ether group it is 3, and next one, here ethyl group it is there, here methyl group it is there, steric hindrance. So steric hindrance reactivity will be slower when steric hindrance is present. So when we compare this is benzophenone, this is aliphatic and this is aromatic. Now this is pH, this is aromatic, but whereas here aliphatic. So this is 4, and finally least reactivity in order, that is 5. Why? Because steric hindrance is such, steric hindrance, both are steric, like both the side it is occupying, that is R C double bond O R. So both the side actually steric hindrance is available. So it is not ready to attack the carbonyl carbon. So which is ready to attack the carbonyl carbon only, we are talking about that in the series. Okay, so here you cannot identify in that way, right? So which is the correct option according to that? It is A, B, C, D, E, right? Now this is actually here, I just mentioned here, A is the first category, B is the second category, C is the third, and this is fourth, and this is 5. A, B, C, D, E. Option B is the correct option. Hope you got the clarity. Come on. Let us go to the next question. And by the way, reactivity is directly proportional to that. What it is? Positive charge on the carbonyl carbon. And reactivity is indirectly proportional. That means negative for steric hindrance, right? Okay, so reactivity increases, steric hindrance. That means reactivity decreases when actually steric hindrance increases. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let us go to the next question. The next question, structure of this compound would be best classified as an acetal, hemiacetal, hydrate, cyanohydrin. Okay, now let us check each form. Right now here cyanohydrin, the first point what we are going to talk about, cyanohydrin. Cyanohydrin. Right, cyanohydrin means here R, C, here OH, here H, here CN. So this is cyanohydrin. Whereas hydrate, R, C, here R, here OH, and here also OH. So here OH, right? Here also OH. So this is hydrate form. So this is cyanohydrin and this is hydrate form. Hemiacetal, usually hemiacetal and acetal, one ether group attached with that, what it is, alcoholic group. Right now here carbon, which is attached with OR, and next one what it is, OH. So this is actually hemiacetal. So one methyl group or one alkyl group attaches with that, linkages with that, what it is, carbonyl carbon. So that is hemiacetal. Hemi means what it is, half, right? And acetal means both the group, right? So here OR and the another one also OR. So this is what it is, both the alkyl group attaches with that ether linkage, that is acetal. Acetal, okay, acetyl alcohol, right? Acetal, right? Okay, so this is hemiacetal and this is acetal. alcoholic group both the side. So only one point which is attaches means that is hemiacetal. Both the side if it is attaches means acetal, Al, right? I hope you got the clarity. Come on, here two ether linkages present. Here two ether linkages present. Now you see here two ether linkages present, whereas here only one ether linkage is present. See, actually this kind of question, based on this kind of question only, you'll be getting right 1/4 you'll be getting right. So that's what purposely I wanted to mention. Hemiacetal means what? Acetal means what? Acetals means two ether linkages present in the same carbon, whereas hemiacetal means only one ether linkage is present in that same carbon. Right now here hydrate means here geminal. In that same carbon only, OH, both the OH is present in the same carbon. That is what it is, geminal, we can say, geminal diol, we can say, right? Geminal diol. Okay, so geminal diol, OL, right? So this is alcohol, right? OL, diol, right? Okay, come on. Let us check another question. Right, I hope you got the clarity about all these points. Come on, let us go to the next question. Next question, which of the following pairs of reactants is most effective in forming an enamine? See, usually where do we get that enamine? No? Okay, I'll tell you very clearly. So, enamine, we get that when it is reacting with what it is, secondary amine and keto group. Right, okay, secondary amine. So, here keto group along with secondary amine. Right, then you will get that enamine. Okay, just to draw the structural formula for you to understand. R here, right, here double bond O, here what it is, C, here R. So this is a keto group combined with what it is, secondary amine. Secondary amine here what I mentioned, N, here R and here R dash along with NH. So this is actually, this is secondary amine, NH. So when you are getting that amine, so this carbonyl carbon only which is going to attach this what it is, secondary amine. So hydrogen loses. So naturally what you will get it, here R, here C, here N, here what you will get it, R, here R dash, this H it releases, no, R dashes. Here you will get the double bond. This double bond comes over here, C, here R. So the same only thing, double bond, it breaks in that point here, secondary secondary amine which is going to attach over here. So this compound, this structure it is called enamine. Imine also it is there, enamine. So this is enamine. So the keto group which is coming, the double bond comes to that adjacent carbon. That is what I wanted to mention. Now here in this point, which is the correct option, enamine? Here aldehyde group it is available. So this is actually what it is, aldehyde, CHO, the terminal carbon it is having CHO. So definitely this is aldehyde group, and of course CH3 twice, CH2 NH. So this is actually what it is, secondary amine only, but aldehyde group we cannot consider. Right now we want keto group only, right? Okay, now here hexanone, yes, keto group and secondary amine, yes, of course. But let us check here, tertiary keto group plus what it is, secondary amine. Here none of this. See, comparatively primary, secondary, tertiary carbocation it is more reactive, more effective than secondary and primary. Here what is the question they are asking? Which of the following pairs of reactants is most reactive? So the most reactive, for that we have to take that option C. Why? You know, because usually what it is, which is the fastest in reaction, it is tertiary, secondary and primary, right? So that means here in this point, here CH3, here C, here CH3 and here CH3 tertiary carbon which is attached with the keto group and CH combined with what it is, NH, right? Here CH3 and here CH3. Right. So this is a secondary amine. So you will get enamine very clearly. Right now, how do we get that option? Here actually we will get what it is. The formula it will be like a C. Here same like a CH3. Here CH3, CH3 and here CH3. Right now here carbon double bond. In that double bond breaks, right? So here N, here CH3 and here CH3 and here double bond carbon. So this bond breaks and this bond comes over here, right? I'm not giving that mechanism, I'm giving that idea for you to get that point. Okay, so here CH. So this is the way what it is, CH. This is the way the compound will be. Why I'm mentioning no enamine formation, just for you to understand. So tertiary carbon only it is more reactive than secondary and primary. So in that option it is actually Here option C, it is tertiary, whereas option B, it is actually primary only, right? Now this is aldehyde. Aldehyde we cannot consider only for this option. Keto group we can consider, but this is primary and this is actually tertiary. Tertiary will be more effective than primary or secondary. So which is the correct option? Option C is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity. Why can't we go for B and why we are going for C and D? It is nothing. And A, it's of course aldehyde will not react. Aldehyde will not give that what it is in amine form, right? I hope you got the clarity. Why do we go for that point? Okay, if you want mechanism, I will give you later on related to this topic when it comes, right? Come on, let's go to the next question. CH double bond CH CHO. See, actually this is called cinnamaldehyde. Okay. Right now, this is an aldehyde. When it is reacts with lithium aluminum hydride, it is actually reduction reaction. So this is actually aldehyde group. Aldehyde group here, aldehyde combined with reduction lithium aluminum hydride, addition of hydrogen, right? So you will get primary alcohol, right? The same way keto group combined with lithium aluminum hydride. So you will get the secondary alcohol, right? Okay, so aldehyde means primary alcohol, keto group means secondary alcohol. So that is the simple way for you to remember. Right now here in this aldehyde only they have given. So that means which is the correct option? By this time you might have known very clearly. This is a simple concept for you to analyze the answer. So the option what it is, A here actually, here I just draw the formula for you. Here C6H5, CH double bond CH, here CHO. So 3 carbons are there which is attached with the phenyl group, right? So here lithium aluminum hydride. So this is what it is, reduction reaction, H4, addition of hydrogen, right? So where the bond breaks, only where double bond is there, no, the bond breaks over there only. So attaches of hydrogen, addition of hydrogen is also known as what it is, a reduction process. So here you will get C6H5, CH2, CH2, CH2. How many hydrogens are there? How many carbon is there? That many CH2 and then OH. See, this is aldehyde. No, so definitely you will get primary alcohol. What I mentioned, it is clear, right? Now, and the same way, if it is keto group is present over there, means you will get secondary alcohol. I hope you got the clarity. So please remember, lithium aluminum hydride when it is reacts with aldehyde means you will get primary alcohol. When it is keto group means you will get the secondary alcohol. Now, this is actually, this is cinnamaldehyde. Okay, so common name cinnamaldehyde, C6H5, CH double bond CH, CHO, cinnamaldehyde. So this is cinnamic acid. All right, another name also we can say phenyl propanol. OL, alcohol, right? This is phenyl propanol. I hope you got the clarity. So the same way here also, you can get that name by this time. Hope you got that. Come on, let us go to the next question. This compound combined with the sodium borohydride, you are getting compound A, and in the presence of acidic medium while heating, you are getting compound B. The product B of the reaction, they are asking. Okay, a simple way I would like to tell you, see, sodium borohydride, it is actually what it is, reduction point. Okay, sodium borohydride, it is a reduction point. It is so naturally it is addition of hydrogen, right? So this is the compound, right? So this is O, and which is connected with the double bond. Here double bond and here double bond O, keto group. So keto group when it is reacts with what it is, sodium borohydride, you will get what it is. It releases the water molecule and OH formation it will be taking place. Right now in this point OH will be coming. So here O and then here. So here double bond, here OH. So this OH only mechanism started. Okay, now here in this point, lone pair of electrons are available, no? So in this H plus ion, when we are going to attack, so the lone pair of electrons, that lone pair of electrons which is attracted towards that positive charge. So what you will get it? So you will get what it is, protonated alcohol here. So here you will get protonated alcohol right now here in this point. Here same double bond, it will not affect, the double bond will not affect over here. So here you will get the same O, here you will get that O, and here what it is, OH2. So the H plus ion which is attached, no? So naturally protonated alcohol ready to lose the water molecule. So you will get what it is. So you will get what it is, carbocation formation it will be taking. So this is O, and here what it is, here double bond, here carbocation formation. So the carbocation formation, what happened here? One hydrogen is there, no? So this hydrogen will not be quiet. It is ready to donate. So naturally you will get what it is. You will get the double bond over here. So you will get what it is, double bond. So like this way. Sorry, I just draw the structure here. So here you will get what it is, double bond. Right now here one double bond, here one double bond. Right now here what it is, lone pair of electrons top and down. So how many electrons are available? That means 5 electrons. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lone pair of electrons also added. So 6 pi electrons are there. So 6 pi electrons is actually what it is, highly stable, right? 6 pi electrons are actually what it is, highly stable. Highly stable. Right. Okay. So that means which is the correct option? So this is the correct option. Which is the correct option here? Double bond O. Both the side double bond O. So this is a simple mechanism for you to understand. I hope you got the clarity. How do we get that idea? So which is the correct option over here? Option B is the correct option. See double bond O here. 6 pi electrons are available. 6 pi electrons means totally highly stable because it is aromatic, right? So this is aromatic. Aromatic. Right? So aromatic means it is highly stable. Hope you got the clarity. Why aromatic? It is 6 pi electrons are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right? So B product, it is B. B product B. Hope you got capital B. It is a small b product. Come on, let's go to the next question. Bond is hemiacetal. See, again repeating that same concept, a different question. See, acetal, hemiacetal. See, carbonyl carbon, carbonyl carbon, which is attached with OR and here OR. So that means these two linkages attaches with the geminal carbon. This is what it is, acetal. Another point also, another question also, same thing I mentioned, and I've told a different way they may ask that question I just mentioned. See that again, one more question in this point only. Okay, now hemiacetal means the same carbon, carbonyl carbon, which is one it is hydroxyl group, one it is ether group. So two ether linkages are there in acetal. Only one ether linkages is there in hemiacetal. Hemiacetal. I hope you got the clarity. Acetal. AL. Right. Okay. Now here in this, let us check whether now this is hemiacetal. Hemiacetal means this one hydroxyl group, one ether linkage group. Right. I just mentioned one hydroxyl group, and one what it is, ether linkage group. Ether linkage group. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, now let us check. Here OMe, which is attaches with the cyclohexane. Here OH. One hydroxyl group, one ether group, OMe, which is attached with R only. No, this is. So that means this is hemiacetal. Of course, this is also ether group, which is attached with one OH group. This is also hemiacetal. And this is epoxide O, which is attached with OH. So this also, it is actually what it is, hemiacetal. So which is the correct option? All of these, everything, it is hemiacetal. I hope you got the clarity about acetal and hemiacetal. Two linkages between the same carbon, that is two linkages of ether which is attaches with the same carbon, that is acetal. One ether group linkage which is attached with that carbon, and another point which is OH hydroxyl group which is attached. So that is what it is, hemiacetal. Hemi means half. Okay, hemi, semi, all are same only, half. Right, this both are called what it is, half. Right, come on, let's go to the next question. CH2C triple bond N, that is cyanide group which is attached with this compound. Right now here LDA. LDA means that is lithium diisoamine. LDA, right? Lithium diisoamine. Right. So this is a strong base. Okay, this is strong base. Strong base, right? Right now, this is actually lithium is there, no? So naturally, so lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, first group elements are strong base, right? So lithium, which is attached with that alkyl. Okay. Right now, come to this point here. This is a strong base which is reacts with this compound. Actually, you are getting added to that CH3I, methyl iodide also we are adding. So 71% of the product we are getting. So what is that end product they are asking? See, usually this is a strong base. Which is a strong base? Lithium diisoamine, it is a strong base, and added to that what it is, CH3I, that is methyl iodide also we are adding. So replacement of hydrogen only will be taking place. So this will not affect that cyanide group. That is the main point for you to understand. Right now here dimethyl, that means lithium diisoamine amine. You know what is the structure? Lithium diiso. See, this is amine group, right? So this is actually base I just mentioned, no? So like this only it will be like this is a salt. Oh, sorry, this is strong base, no, OH group, right? So this is a strong base. Actually, this is why I just wanted to mention for you to understand. This is not much important, but you should know what it is. LDA. Usually lithium aluminum hydride, LaH we will mention, but LDA, what is it? LDA. So LDA, it is nothing. Lithium diiso. What it is? Amine, amino group. Amine. This is a strong base. Of course, nitrogen is there, no? So strong base. Replacement of hydrogen and a diiso group which is attached. Right now, come to this point here. In this point, here what it is? pH, here pH, here CH2, here what it is? C triple bond N. When it is combined with the lithium diisoamine along with the CH3I. So what is the product you will be getting? End product only we are going to write it. So actually here what it is? Replacement of hydrogen I just mentioned. No. So replacement of hydrogen means this is actually what it is. Hydrogen, it is going away. One hydrogen which is going away. In that point the CH3 which is going to attach over here. So that means here what is the product you will be getting? Here pH, CH, here what it is? CH3, and then here actually HI it is loses this one hydrogen along with the iodine, so you will get HI loses. Alright, so now here cyanide group safe enough, it is traveling through the compound. Right, hope you got the clarity. Now what is the correct option? I think by this time you got that idea which is the correct option. CH3, CH3, C triple bond N. So the cyanide it is safe enough. Only hydrogen which is replaced with the methyl group. One hydrogen only replaced. Why? Because of the strong base, that is lithium diisoamine. Right now, which is the correct option? Option C is the correct option. According to this, our answer. See, usually organic chemistry and all, we know the concept and we know what are the products we'll be getting. So from that only we can get that compound which is in the option. Each one we no need to go and check what is the product we are receiving here while what it is solving this problem. This is the product we are getting. So naturally we are going for option C, the same compound. Whereas some other questions and all, each thing we will go and just check it whether this is coming or this is coming or this is coming. Option 3 only, 3 options are not coming. So the 4th option is coming. Like that we will check 4 options also. Whereas here organic chemistry, directly we will go and find out what is the product. So according to that we will go and check the option. I hope you got the clarity what I am mentioning. Yes, come on, let's go to the last question. Can be achieved by. Here actually this is actually pH, CH double bond CH, C double bond O CH3. So the safe enough that double bond it doesn't break actually. Here double bond it is there available here also, right? So here also double bond is there, here also double bond safe enough. Only thing here actually CO, that methyl keto group only converted to what it is, acidic group. Now we have to check how is it possible. See, now first one option A, what it has mentioned, KMNO4. So KMNO4 with what it is, acidic in nature followed by while heating. So this is actually what it is, oxidation process. Oxidation. Okay, so KMNO4, it's very strong oxidizing agent. So oxidation process, it will be taking place. Along with the acidic in nature while heating, what you will get it, the double bond breaks. The bond, the double bond, it breaks. Right, so option A will not be the correct. Why? Here double bond, it is still alive. So it does not go away. So it is alive. So option B, okay, option B actually what it is, it reacts. So here pH, CH, double bond CH, C double bond O, here CH3. This is actually methyl keto group combined with the sodium hydroxide along with iodine. This is iodoform test followed by what it is. This is actually H plus ion followed by H plus ion. So what is the product you will be getting? Here actually it does not affect the double bond. It does not affect the double bond. The double bond will be safe enough. Only methyl keto group. Why? Because this is a haloform test. Haloform test. So haloform test, why do we use? Because it is methyl keto group, it is available. First question also we mentioned that the same question, like 2,4-DNP will be answerable for what it is, methyl keto group, and the same way haloform test also it will be answerable, right? So that means here what is the product you will be getting? CHI3. So iodoform, as well as you will get what it is, pH, CH, double bond safe enough, right? Okay, double bond is there, and C double bond O, OH, acidic in nature. right? So you are getting the product. So this is actually safe enough. Double bond, it is there as it is. That is the product they mentioned, CH double bond, COOH. Yes, we got that product, right? So option B is the correct option. Let us check other two option also. Let us check. So here another one, what it is, option B, actually option B, it is actually option B, what they mentioned. Yeah, this is iodoform test. Option C, actually, hydrogen along with platinum. This is a reduction process. So keto group, usually keto group combined with a reduction process, PT, what you will get it. Secondary alcohol, you know very well. Secondary alcohol. So here actually acid group it is coming. So this will not be the correct option. And the last one, what it is? Last one, it is lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride also one kind of reduction process only. So this also one way it is a reduction process. So this also secondary alcohol you will be getting, right? Secondary alcohol. So lithium aluminum hydride, it is a strong reduction process, and of course platinum also. So these both will not be the correct option. Of course option A also will not be the correct option. Why? Because mainly it attacks that double bond only. So it breaks the double bond. Actually still it is alive, the double bond. So that means which is the correct option? Haloform test only it will be the correct option. So haloform test, it will affect that methyl keto group and it converts what it is. Iodoform test, that means it is iodoform CHI3 plus related COOH. This compound, it is completely replaced with what it is, halogen. So CHI3 it will be there, and then here OH, this OH which is going to attach over here. So COOH you are getting. Hope you got the clarity. So this methyl keto group only, it is exchanging that, what it is, replaced that, what it is, here one carbon is there, no. So this carbon, last carbon, it is changing that haloform, and this carbon which is changing that acidic group, acid group, carboxyl group, right? Hope you got the clarity. I think all these 10 questions finished, and thank you for watching. Thanks for your great support.